Answer.
Okay, electrolysis. What is electrolysis?
স্যার এইগুলো কি আমরা লিখবো, এগুলো কি লিখবো এটা যেটা আছে?
No. I will provide you the.
Notes.
I am recording
Alright,
this.
sir.
Okay, I am
Yeah.
recording this. I will send you. Okay, no problem.
অলরাইট স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
ইলেকট্রোলাইসিস হাউ, দেখো আমরা ফার্স্টে একটা কোশ্চেন করতে পারি, মানে আমরা এখানে একটা কোশ্চেন আগে দেখে নেই আমরা কেন ইলেকট্রোলাইসিস পড়ব। ওকে, why we learn electrochemistry and electrolysis. Electrochemistry and electrolysis, somehow there is a difference. Okay, how does a goldsmith polish gold and silver items, making the gold items new and shiny? It's based on the simple chemical phenomenon called electrolysis. So electrolysis, what is actually electrolysis? Electrolysis is the process of decomposition of a chemical compound in aqueous solution or in molten state, accompanied by the chemical change by using direct electric current. Direct electric current means, তুমি দেখো এই যে জিনিসটা আছে যে আমরা ধরলাম H2O, H2O একটা non-conductive. Okay, H2O is a non-conductive. It is a completely non-conductive. Pure water always bad conductor of heat and electricity. But when it is impure, it can conduct electricity. Clear? It can conduct electricity. Then H2O, it will at first, it will dissociate in this way. H plus plus OH minus. Now this H plus can take electron from cathode and it will form H. And this H can again combine with another H to form H2. And similarly, 4 OH minus forms O2 plus H2O. That's mean it donates 4 electron. Okay, so this is the reaction of electrolysis. এখানে এটা ওয়াটারের ইলেকট্রোলাইসিস দেখলাম, আদার সাবস্টেন্সের আমরা ইলেকট্রোলাইসিস দেখতে পাবো। তাহলে এখানে যে ইলেকট্রোলাইসিস গুলো দেখলাম সেখানে অক্সিজেন একটা কেমিক্যাল মানে কম্পাউন্ড যেটা ফর্ম হলো, অর্থাৎ এটা একটা এলিমেন্টে কনভার্ট হলো, হাইড্রোজেন একটা এলিমেন্টে কনভার্ট হলো, ওয়াটার was the compound. Now, what is the definition of electrolysis? Electrolysis is the process of decomposition of a chemical compound. That's mean decomposition of water here. Since water is a chemical compound, so since it is aqua, that's mean water, so this decomposes in aqua solution. Okay, by chemical change. Okay, using direct electric current, it will produce a new substance. That's mean water can decomposes to new substance. That's mean oxygen and hydrogen. This is the new. Okay, why it is new? Because water is different compound. From this compound, there is another element is formed, and they are completely different from the water. Okay, so this is the electrolysis. Now, electrolytes. What is the electrolytes? Water is not an electrolyte, but impure water is electrolyte. Because water H2O does not conduct electricity. So water is not electrolyte, but H plus OH minus, it will form in presence of impurity, then it will conduct electricity. Now, what is the electrolytes? Electrolytes are the compounds which either in aqueous solution or in molten state allow electric current to pass through them. That's mean if we say NaCl, in presence of water, it will dissociate Na plus OH minus. Okay. It will dissociate as Na plus and OH minus. This Na plus and OH minus can allow electric current to pass through them. Okay. Or since it is a charged particles, this charged particle can carry current. Okay. Now, like sodium chloride, if it is not in aqueous solution but in molten state, that's mean fuse condition, it will also dissociate as Na plus Cl minus, and this Na plus and Cl minus also can conduct electricity because it is a charged particle. This is a charged particle. Clear? And what is the non-electrolyte? Non-electrolyte are the compounds which neither in solution nor in molten state allows an electric current to pass through it. Let us consider pure water, okay, plus sugar solution. Since sugar solution is not electrolyte because it can't dissociate into some ions, so this pure water or pure glucose solution can't heat. Allows electric current. Okay, অর্থাৎ এরা কখনো ইলেকট্রিক কারেন্ট ক্যারি করতে পারে না। তাহলে নন ইলেকট্রোলাইট are the compound who is neither in solution or in molten state allows an electrical current to pass through it. তাহলে এখানে একটা কোশ্চেন করা হচ্ছে, classify following substances under 3 headings. What is strong electrolyte, weak electrolyte and non electrolyte? এবার আমরা নন ইলেকট্রোলাইট বুঝলাম, যারা ডিসোসিয়েট হবে না, আয়ন ফর্ম করবে না, ইলেকট্রিসিটি কারেন্ট ইলেকট্রিসিটি ক্যারি করবে না। and what is the strong electrolyte? Strong electrolyte like sodium chloride, HCl, the compound which can completely dissociate in aqueous solution is known as strong electrolyte. Strong electrolyte. What is strong electrolyte? Strong electrolyte is the compound which can completely dissociate in aqueous solution or in molten state. Clear? And what is the weak electrolyte? Weak electrolyte is not completely dissociate in aqueous solution and cannot carry completely the charged particle and mostly unable to carry electricity in aqueous solution because the number of ions will be very, very less. Weak electrolyte like CH3COOH. We know this is a, what is this? This is a acetic acid. In water medium, if it is 100 molecule, then CH3COO minus plus H plus, it may be 2 or 3 molecules. Okay, if 2 molecules is dissociate, 2, 3 or 5 in this way. Here it is 100, but here it is 2 or 3 in this way you can write. So acetic acid does not completely dissociate in aqueous solution. So it is a weak electrolyte. And other some example like ammonium hydroxide is weak electrolyte, formic acid is weak electrolyte, acetic acid, propanoic acid, ethanoic acid, all are weak electrolyte. Okay, so here is a question. Classify the following substances under three heading: strong electrolyte, weak electrolyte, and strong electrolyte, non-electrolyte. Acetic acid, ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide, carbon tetrachloride. Carbon tetrachloride is non-electrolyte. This is carbon tetrachloride. The structure of carbon tetrachloride is this. So this is a non-polar compound. This is a non-polar compound and it does not dissolve in water and also it not form any types of ions. Hence carbon tetrachloride is a non-electrolyte. Ammonium hydroxide, acetic acid, sodium acetate, they are weak electrolyte because they are not 100% dissociate in the aqua solution. But ammonium chloride, that is NH4Cl, this is completely dissociate as NH4 plus Cl minus. So this is a strong electrolyte. Ammonium chloride is a strong electrolyte. Dilute HCl. What is this? Dilute HCl. HCl can completely dissociate in H plus Cl minus ion. So this is a strong electrolyte. Okay. Now, dilute sulfuric acid. This is also a strong electrolyte because H2SO4. This is dilute sulfuric acid means in aqua solution. Dilutes mean always. Dilute means it contains some water. Okay. So it will dissociate as H plus, that means 2H plus SO4 2 minus. Okay. So this is the strong electrolyte. So dilute sulfuric acid is also a strong electrolyte. Ammonium hydroxide is weak electrolyte like acetic acid. Ammonium hydroxide NH4OH. This is the ammonium hydroxide. It will form ammonium plus OH minus. But if it is total number is 100, then it will be like 3, 3, 3 or 4, 4 or 5, 5. Okay. Like if it is total number of ammonium hydroxide is 100 molecules, it may be 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 maximum molecule will be dissociate in this way that it will form NH4 plus OH minus. This ammonium plus and OH minus can conduct electricity in aqua solution. So this is a weak electrolyte. Now,
sir,
bolo.
Sir,
বলো।
impure water মানে impure water এর dissociation এর rate কি, মানে ওটা একটা strong electrolyte weak electrolyte কোনটা?
Yes, impure water, that's mean what is impure water? Impure water, that is H2O,
Sulfuric
like,
acid থাকে
yes,
ওটার মধ্যে।
if it contains H plus, then it will readily can form H3O plus. Okay, so this is a cation, hydronium ion. This hydronium ion can readily carry electricity. Okay, otherwise pure water H2O does not carry electricity. Okay, or it does not contain any charge, hence it is unable to carry electricity or charge. Okay, but impure water, that's mean if it contains some positive or negative ions, then it will form hydronium ions readily, and this hydronium ion can carry electricity. And since hydronium ion will form as well as water, like water, it will dissociate in this way. That's mean H plus plus OH minus. This H plus will combine with H2O. That's mean combine with H2O, it will form H3O plus. That's mean H plus from the sulfuric acid or hydrochloric acid, it will act as a catalyst to dissociate water as a H plus and into OH minus. Okay. For this reason, water, that means impure water can carry electricity.
Okay,
Okay,
sir. Yes, sir.
Now, metallic conductor, conduction and electrical conduction. देखो metallic conductor, ধরো copper, আমরা কপারের তার ইউজ করি, okay, that's mean copper wire. Copper can conduct electricity. Platinum can conduct electricity. Gold or most of the metals can carry electricity by its free electron, by its valence free electron. Okay, there are some free electron of all metals. Metallic bond is there. Metal bonds is known as metallic bond, and after metallic bond, the conduction band and valence band, there is a gap between conduction and valence band. Most of the things that all metals who can carry electricity, it contains free electron. Okay, by this free electron, it can conduct electricity. But electrical conduction, by the movement of ions, that's mean OH minus, this OH minus can carry charge and it will move to carry the electricity. But copper, the copper atom does not move. Clear? The wire does not move, but in aqua solution or the electrolyte, when electrical conduction occur, that's mean H plus or OH minus or Cu2 plus or plus, they can move. That's mean in electrical conduction, the charged particle can move and they can carry positive or negative charge and carry electricity. But in metallic conduction, the metal does not move, but its free electron is moving. Okay, clear? So metallic conduction, we can conclude that in metallic conduction occurs by the movement of electrons, and in electrical conduction it occurs by the movement of ions. And in metallic conduction does not involve transfer of matter. That's mean copper does not move, but here the ions will move. Okay. In metallic conduction, no change in the electrical properties of the conductor. That's mean copper remains in copper. But in electrical conduction, OH minus will convert into water plus, okay, into water and oxygen, and H plus will convert to H2. But in metallic conduction, there is no change of chemical properties of the conductor. Yes, and in metallic conduction, increase in resistance with the rise of the temperature. Okay, but for the electrical conduction, decrease in resistance with the rise of temperature. This is true. Now, electrolytic dissociation. What is the electrolytic dissociation? Electrolytic dissociation is the process due to which an ionic compound dissociates into ions in the fused state or in aqueous solution. That's mean like sodium chloride. Sodium chloride can dissociate into Na plus plus OH minus. Just it can dissociate in molten state or in fused condition or in water medium. Let us consider copper sulfate. It can ionized into the Cu2 plus SO4 2 minus. H2SO4 also dissociation of H2SO4. That's mean 2H plus plus SO4 2 minus. Water also can dissociate. That's mean H2O converted to H plus plus OH minus. Now we already discussed about the dissociation and ionization. Yes. Dissociation means that is O. A bond type, that was the covalent bond. Now it can dissociate into H plus ion. Okay, sure. This is a dissociation, and this is also there was a plus 2 plus and there was a SO4 2 minus. So actually this is also known as dissociation, but when covalent bond, so there is a problem I am writing already had, because we will write in this way that when covalent bond will form ions, that means it is ionization, and when ionic compound dissociate, which is known as, so it is actually dissociation. Okay, আমি এটাকে কারেক্ট করছি হ্যাঁ, this is dissociation and this is ionization. Clear? Because there was no ion. Sulfuric acid, it contains S double bond O H, sorry. So this is a covalent bond, then it will be ionized. So it is ionization. And in copper sulfate, copper is 2 plus, SO4 is 2 minus, there was a lattice energy. Then it can just dissociate into copper 2 plus plus SO4 2 minus. Okay. So this is known as dissociation, and this is actually ionization. Now, based on this, with which atoms of metals use electrons to form positively charged ions, the metals are arranged in the series known as the electrochemical series. Very important, this type of series. There is a hydrogen. Above hydrogen, there are some metals. Below hydrogen, there are some metals. In your books, you can see there are so many metals and non-metals also. There are a long electrochemical series, and here I am taking a small electrochemical series just to understand which can replace H plus or hydrogen from its compound. Let us consider sulfuric acid. Let us consider sulfuric acid. If it can react with zinc, it will form zinc sulfate plus hydrogen. But since copper is below hydrogen, sulfuric acid plus copper, it will not give copper sulfate plus hydrogen, this reaction is not occur because copper remains under the hydrogen in electrochemical series. এই ইলেকট্রোকেমিক্যাল সিরিজ এই কারণে আমাদের পড়তে হয় যে হাইড্রোজেনের নিচে যারা থাকবে তারা কখনোই কি করতে পারবে না, কোনো কম্পাউন্ড থেকে হাইড্রোজেনকে রিপ্লেস করতে পারবে না। সো কপার ডাজ নট replace or unable to replace hydrogen from sulfuric acid. But since the zinc, the position of the zinc in the above hydrogen in the electrochemical series, hence zinc can replace H2 from the sulfuric acid and it can form hydrogen. Clear? So this is very important. This is very important. And এই ইলেকট্রোকেমিক্যাল সিরিজ থেকে কিভাবে মনে রাখতে হবে, আমাকে মনে রাখতে হবে, দেখো সবগুলো মেটাল তুমি যদি মনে না রাখতে পারো তাতে কিছু প্রবলেম নেই, তুমি হাইড্রোজেনের নিচে যারা আছে তাদেরকে মনে রাখো। কপার, সিলভার, গোল্ড, মার্কারি, একদম নিচে আছে গোল্ড। ওকে, একদম নিচে আছে গোল্ড। তাহলে এইভাবে মনে রাখবে যে হাইড্রোজেনের নিচে যারা আছে তাদেরকে তুমি সবসময় মাথায় রাখো। তাদেরকে যদি মাথায় রাখতে পারো তাহলে অ্যাবাবে যারা আছে তাদেরকে অনেক তোমার এমনিই মনে থাকবে, তাই না? তুমি ধরে নিতে পারবে এরা অ্যাবাবে আছে। কিন্তু তোমাকে যখন কোশ্চেন করবে যে ধরো সিলভার কেন এই সেল থেকে হাইড্রোজেন রিপ্লেস করতে পারবে না, হ্যাঁ, কেন সিলভার ক্লোরাইড প্লাস হাইড্রোজেন এটা ফর্ম হবে না, তার কারণটা কি বলতে পারি আমরা? বিকজ এটা আমাদের ফর্ম হবে না, হাইড্রোজেন বের করবে না এখান থেকে। ওকে, হাইড্রোজেন রিমুভ করতে পারবে না আর রিপ্লেস করতে পারবে না বাই সিলভার। তো বিকজ সিলভার ইজ the under the position of hydrogen in electrochemical series, hence silver is unable to replace H from the hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid or nitric acid or any type of hydroacid. Okay, from any hydroacid silver is unable to replace hydrogen. Similarly mercury also. Okay, and এই ইলেকট্রোকেমিক্যাল সিরিজ থেকে আমরা কি বুঝি যে আমরা দেখো the tendency of cation to discharge increases, তার মানে এই ডাউন দা গ্রুপ, এই যে ডাউন দা ইলেকট্রোকেমিক্যাল সিরিজ যেটা বলছি এখানে আমরা দেখব যে মেটাল কি করতে চাইবে, the tendency of cation to discharge increases, অর্থাৎ তারা ডিসচার্জ হতে চাইবে। কপার 2 প্লাস জিঙ্ক, এটা কি হবে, কপার হয়ে যাবে প্লাস জিঙ্ক 2 প্লাস হয়ে যাবে। কেন এখানে এরকম রিঅ্যাকশন কেন হবে? কপার এন্ড জিঙ্কের মধ্যে যে রিঅ্যাকশনটা আমরা দেখতে পেলাম, কারণ আমরা কি দেখতে পাচ্ছি নিচের দিকে কি হবে, the tendency of cation, that's mean here copper, tendency of cation to discharge increases, অর্থাৎ এই ডিসচার্জ হয়ে গেল, there is a charge 2, copper contains 2 charge আর here copper contains 0 charge, that's mean discharge. ওকে, তাহলে কপার ডিসচার্জ হতে থাকছে, জিঙ্ক চার্জ হতে থাকছে। যদি জিঙ্ক এবং কপারের মধ্যে আমরা যদি রিঅ্যাকশনটা দেখি, দেন কপার 2 প্লাস থেকে কপার হবে আর জিঙ্ক থেকে জিঙ্ক 2 প্লাস হবে, কারণ কপার 2 প্লাস ডিসচার্জ হতে যাচ্ছে, কপার